the 6th place deck profile. We got Angus. He's back with Swordsoul, so here we go.
So I played Tenyi Swordsoul in the new format. It's still basically the same as the build without health. For the Swordsoul cards, I played 3 Ecclesia, 3 Moye, 3 Longyang, and 1 Tenyi, and then also just 3 Emergence, and just any of these cards apart from Ecclesia. A lot of people switch back to 2 Tenyi, but you just don't need it. It only comes up when you search for it. Yeah, that's pretty simple. For the Tenyis, 3 Adhara, 3 Vishuddha, 3 Ashina. They're really good against Despia, they break the board. They're also just great for like playing around and through hand traps. Also, Nibiru isn't really played that much in the main deck right now, and it's kind of sided because Despia and Flunder are really popular, so people just don't really want to play Nibiru. So being able to play these cards is a lot better without having to worry about Nibiru as much. I also played for the engine with the Chinese. I played 3 Vessel. It's just better than Circle. Circle, the only reason you'd ever want to play it is if you respect Mystic Mind. And in game 1, if they have it, they have it. But you have Longyang most of the time or Baron, so you can just like negate the mind or banish the mind anyways. This card's better. It's better with 1 Tenyi than Circle ever will be. So for non-engine, play 2 Ghost Spell, 3 Veiler, 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, and Called by the Grave.
Why Bell over Crow?
Bell hits more cards, so like Bell hits Temple, which I didn't think was going to be that popular, but it's still just like really strong against a bunch of random cards and random interactions. But Duty Crow is only specifically for branded in red. And then the reason I wasn't playing 3 Bell is because I was playing 1 Called by, because it meets the same requirement that I wanted it to meet, and it's stronger going first. Also, Bell hits Gamma and Duty Crow doesn't. And then I just played 2 Desires and 1 Blackout. I play 3 if I could. It's Pot of Greed. Before I do the extra deck, I wanted to give out some shoutouts first. Shout out to East Coast Games eBay. He lent me majority of my cards, as well as my friend JT and my testing friends. My testing group, we all topped the regional, so it's pretty awesome. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Noel as well. He'll know. And then for extra, 3 Monk, 1 Shaman, max out on Monks, max out on Tenyis, and we don't play Hulk anymore, so this is just better for grind game. Shaman, I only used once today to summon back to Tenyi just for more damage. It's still really good for if Nib ever is a card, it helps you play around / through Nib, and it just helps you extend through hand traps sometimes. Being able to toss Tai is really big, and then summon it back. For the Yang Xing, I played the Yazi. He's just really good with Taie. He comes up as well with Adhara to summon with Longyang. Then you can go Adhara, Longyang, make Yazi. He came up a few times today. He's just a good trading card. I did play against Sky Striker, and this card beat it. 2 Baxia. You have to play 2, and you have way more room in your extra deck now. So playing 2 is like really, really good. It came up 4 times today. It came up once in the Winamat finals as well. Where just playing 2 and not having the hard once per turn to shuffle more cards back is just really strong. Then we played 2 Shizao. Yeah, you just have to play 2. You can't. Playing 3 is a little overkill. And you can't play 1 because you just in grind games you have to have both. 1 Berserker. Fun fact: this can turn into a monk, so
crazy.
You can get a non-effect sometimes. So I had an Ecclesia and a Moye with no Moyes left in deck, and I made this and then made monk, and then I used Ashina summon and I broke the board that way. It was really weird. It never comes up, but it's really funny. 1 Crimson Blader. This is really good in the Swordsoul mirror match, but I didn't play 1 today. It's really good against Despia. It's good against Flunder because it also says normal summon. So yeah, it's just really good. Usually when you summon this and attack and kill a monster, you win the game.
Do you think it's going to be more standard now, or?
In Swordsoul, probably. The other option, this was a Dragite, but all my testing teammates told me to play this, and I tested with it before deciding to it, and I agree. Dragite's just a win more card. This card wins games instead. For the 9s, I just play Chaofeng. He rarely comes up. If you open the Tenyis and you open like standard combo game 1, you just don't respect Nib at all. This kind of respects Nib just by inherently summoning it because you use Baxia, so it stops lights. But you just play this because you're on board with this in Blackout. You can search Ash, which is super strong against Despia, and being able to search Ecclesia's follow-up as well. For the 10s, play Baron. We make this very rarely. I don't like making Longyang as a second card, the Sinister one, against Despia if I already have my Shizo out, so we just summon this to negate the fusion. Then Shengyang, this card's busted. Nothing really explained, it just kills people. And then Longyang is probably like the best level 10 in the deck. Nib doesn't exist, Token Collector doesn't exist, none of those cards exist. You just summon this going first every single time if you can. And then summon the Shizao and with Moye, and then just get a free Pot of Greed every turn. It's really busted. Yeah. And then side deck for Floodgate / going first cards. It was really only as a pure going first was anti-spell. Just have to respect Despia, have to respect Mystic Mind, have to respect a bunch of really broken power spells. Going second / Backrow Hate because this is Atlantic Canada Regionals, so there's a lot of feeders. 3 Evenways and 3 Lightning Storm. I never sided this in once. This could be like almost any other card. It could even be D-Barrier maybe, that might have been better. It came up in the Winamax because I actually finally played against Elbit, so that was cool. I didn't draw it, but I did get decided at least once, I guess. Evenly is really good against Despia. It's really good against a lot of combo decks right now because they don't actually bring out a lot of spell trap negation. So it's good against Despia for breaking the board. It's okay against Flunder, which is why I'm playing this. So is Lightning Storm. But Flunder's can be a tough matchup. It was my only loss today. Then I play 3 Contact Seed.
Card's so good, bro.
This card's cracked. The only deck it's not good against is Swordsoul, and I didn't play any mirrors. This card's really good against Despia. They normal summon Alibur. Unless they're playing the Spriggan Fusion, then they have to pass. And most people have cut that card now. It's also really busted against random decks. I played against DDD and summoned this, and he just had to pass. Yeah, this card's just really strong. It's mainly for Despia because it's the other pseudo going first card that we side against Despia because my main's already pretty built for Despia. And then it's just completely bonkers going second. And then the last card is Droll to respect Plunder a little bit. Yeah, that's it.